Dr. Manmohan Singh, A Life of Quiet Dignity and Transformative Leadership. Dr. Manmohan Singh, India's 13th Prime Minister, 2004 to 2014, is one of the most respected economists and political leaders in the country's history. His journey, from a humble beginning in a small village to becoming the architect of India's economic reforms and later the Prime Minister, is a story of perseverance, intellect, and integrity. This comprehensive biography traces his life, academic brilliance, bureaucratic career, economic contributions, political rise, and legacy. Early life and education, 1932 to 1957. Childhood and humble beginnings. Manmohan Singh was born on September 26, 1932, in Gao, Punjab, now in Pakistan, in a Sikh family. His father, Gurmukh Singh, was a small-time trader, and his mother, Amrit Kaur, was a homemaker. The family faced financial struggles, especially after the partition of India in 1947, when they migrated to Amritsar as refugees. Academic brilliance. Despite hardships, Singh excelled in academics. Matriculation, 1948 top Punjab University in matriculation. Bachelor's degree, 1952 graduated with honors in economics from Punjab University, Chandigarh. Cambridge University, 1957 won a scholarship to St. John's College, Cambridge, earning a first-class honors in economics. Oxford University, 1962 completed his D.Phil, Ph.D. in economics, from Nuffield College, Oxford, with a thesis on India's export competitiveness. His academic journey shaped his deep understanding of economics, which later became the foundation of his policy-making. Early career, academic and bureaucratic roles, 1957 to 1991. Teaching and research. Punjab University, 1957 to 1965 lecturer in economics. UNCTAD, 1966 to 1969 worked with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD. Delhi School of Economics, 1969 to 1971. Professor of International Trade. Entry into government service. His expertise led him to key bureaucratic roles. 1. Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, 1971 to 1972. 2. Chief Economic Advisor, 1972 to 1976, played a role in economic policy during Indira Gandhi's tenure. 3. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, Governor, 1982 to 1985, handled India's banking sector reforms. 4. Deputy Chairman, Planning Commission, 1985 to 1987, advised on 5-year plans. 5. Secretary General, South Commission, 1987 to 1990, worked on development strategies for developing nations. His reputation as a soft-spoken but highly competent economist grew steadily. The 1991 economic reforms, architect of India's liberalization. India's economic crisis, 1991. In 1991, India faced a severe balance of payments crisis, with foreign reserves barely covering 3 weeks of imports. The country was on the verge of defaulting on loans. Finance Minister under P.V. Narasimha Rao, 1991 to 1996. Appointed as Finance Minister, Singh introduced historic economic reforms. Liberalization. Reduced government control over industries. Privatization. Opened sectors to private players. Globalization. Welcomed foreign investment. Abolition of license Raj. Ended the bureaucratic red tape stifling businesses. Devaluation of rupee. Stabilized the economy. SEBI and stock market reforms. Modernized India's financial markets. These reforms revived India's economy, leading to high growth rates averaging 6 to 7% GDP growth in the 1990s. He is often called the father of Indian economic reforms. Political career, from bureaucrat to prime minister, 1991 to 2014. Rajya Sabha and opposition years, 1991 to 2004. 1991, elected to Rajya Sabha, Upper House of Parliament, from Assam. 1998 to 2004. Leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha during BJP's rule. Prime Minister of India, 2004 to 2014. In a surprising move, Sonia Gandhi, Congress President, chose Manmohan Singh over herself for PM in 2004, citing his experience and integrity. Key achievements as PM. 1. Economic growth. 2004 to 2008 India averaged 8 to 9% GDP growth, becoming one of the fastest growing economies. 2. Right to Information Act, 2005 enhanced government transparency. 3. MNREGA, 2005 guaranteed 100 days of employment for rural workers. 4. Nuclear deal with USA, 2008 historic Indo-US civil nuclear agreement, ending India's nuclear isolation. 5. Aadhaar, 2009 launched the world's largest biometric ID system. 6. RTE Act, 2009 right to education for children aged 6 to 14. 7. Infrastructure push, expansion of highways, airports, and telecom. Challenges and controversies. 2008 financial crisis. Global slowdown impacted India. 2G scam. 2010 alleged telecom spectrum corruption. Coal scam. 2012 irregularities in coal block allocations. Policy paralysis. 2012 to 2014 slow decision-making in UPA2. Despite criticism, Singh maintained his dignified, non-confrontational style, earning respect globally. Post-Prime Ministership, 2014, present. Retired from active politics but remains a Congress member. Writes and lectures on economic issues. Awarded honorary degrees from global universities. Respected as a statesman for his contributions. Personal life and personality. Married to Gursharan Kaur, 1958, 3 daughters. Known for simplicity, humility, and honesty, rarely reacted to political attacks. Avid reader, loves history, economics, and literature. Sikh by faith, wears a turban, symbolizing his roots. Legacy, the quiet transformer. Dr. Manmohan Singh's legacy is multifaceted. Economic reformer, transformed India from a closed economy to a global player. Scholar-politician, proved that intellect and integrity matter in politics. Global statesman, strengthened India's international standing. Symbol of decency, rarely attacked opponents, maintained grace under pressure. While some criticize his passive leadership style, others admire his unwavering commitment to India's progress without theatrics, a life of service. From a refugee boy to India's Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh's journey is a testament to hard work, knowledge, and quiet determination. His economic reforms reshaped modern India, and his leadership, though often understated, left an indelible mark on the nation's history. In his own words, I have always tried to do my best for the country, without fear or favor. And indeed he did. Dr. Manmohan Singh, The Later Years and Enduring Legacy, 2014, present. Life after the Prime Ministership. After the Congress-led UPA government's defeat in the 2014 general elections, Dr. Manmohan Singh stepped down as Prime Minister, marking the end of a decade-long tenure. However, his influence on Indian politics, economics, and policy-making remained significant. Returning to academia and advisory roles, lectures and writings, Singh resumed his academic engagements, delivering lectures at prestigious institutions like Oxford, Cambridge, and Yale on global economics and governance. Books and articles, authored several essays on India's economic challenges, globalization, and democratic governance. Informal advisor, remained a trusted voice within the Congress Party, consulted on economic policies despite not holding an official position. Rajya Sabha tenure, till 2019. Continued serving as a Rajya Sabha MP from Assam until 2019, offering insights on critical legislative matters. Spoke rarely but powerfully on issues like demonetization, 2016, which he famously called an organized loot and legalized plunder. Public perception in later years. Respected but understated, unlike many politicians, Singh avoided media limelight, maintaining his image as a gentleman scholar. Contrast with Modi era, his quiet, consensus-driven leadership was often contrasted with PM Modi's bold, charismatic style. Philosophy and leadership style. Dr. Singh's governance was defined by three core principles. 1. Economic pragmatism over ideology. Never bound by rigid socialist or capitalist dogma, he believed in evidence-based policy making. His 1991 reforms were necessity-driven, not ideological. 2. Consensus building, not confrontation. Unlike many politicians, he rarely engaged in public spats, even when criticized. Preferred backroom negotiations over dramatic speeches. 3. Integrity above all. One of India's least corrupt PMs, with no major personal scandal. Lived modestly, refusing to use his position for personal gain. Global recognition and honors. Despite domestic political challenges, Singh was highly regarded internationally. 1. Awards and honors. Honorary doctorates, from Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, and other top universities. Time 100, 2006 listed among the world's most influential people. Japan's Grand Cordon of the Paulownia Flowers, 2014 one of Asia's highest civilian honors. 2. Praise from world leaders. Barack Obama called him a wise and wonderful leader. Nobel laureate Amartya Sen credited him for saving India from economic ruin. Controversies and criticisms. No leader is without detractors, and Singh faced his share. 1. Alleged weak leadership. Critics argued he was too passive, allowing coalition partners, like DMK, to dictate terms. The policy paralysis, 2012 to 2014, during UPA-2 hurt his image. 2. Corruption scandals. 2G Cole. Though never personally implicated, his government was marred by scams. His silence during these controversies was seen as a failure to assert authority. 3. Inflation and economic slowdown, post-2010. Rising prices and slowing growth in his second term eroded public confidence. Yet, even critics acknowledged his personal honesty and intellectual depth. Personal life, the man behind The Economist. Family and relationships. married Gershwin Kaur, 1958, a simple, devout woman who avoided politics. 3 daughters, Alpinder, historian, Damon, lawyer, and Amrit, professor. Despite fame, the family maintained a low-key, scholarly lifestyle. Hobbies and interests. Avid reader, loved history, economics, and Punjabi poetry. Music and spirituality, enjoyed classical music and Sikh hymns. Minimalist lifestyle, unlike many politicians, owned no lavish properties. Legacy, how history remembers Manmohan Singh. 1. The architect of modern India's economy. His 1991 reforms dismantled socialism, paving the way for India's economic rise. Globalization's champion, made India a key player in world trade. 2. A rare scholar-politician. Proved that expertise, not just charisma, can drive governance. Inspired a generation of economists turned politicians. 3. Symbol of decency in politics. In an era of aggressive politics, he stood for civility and restraint. His dignified silence in the face of attacks became his trademark. 4. Mixed political legacy. Economic success in UPI versus policy stagnation in UPA 2. Reforms versus scandals. His tenure had both transformative highs and governance lows. Final reflections. The quiet revolutionary. Dr. Manmohan Singh's life is a testament to the power of intellect over theatrics. From a refugee child to India's PM, his journey embodies resilience, partition, economic crises, wisdom, reforms, global diplomacy, humility, never seeking credit, avoiding self-promotion. In a country often swayed by populism, he remained a rare leader who believed in substance over spectacle. Lasting words. His own reflection in 2014 captures his essence. History will judge me better than the media or the opposition. And indeed, as years pass, his contributions, the liberalized economy, nuclear deal, rights-based welfare, only grow in stature. Conclusion. The end of an era, but not the influence. Though no longer in power, Dr. Manmohan Singh remains a guiding light for India's policymakers. His life reminds us that true leadership is not about noise, but impact, a lesson ever relevant in today's polarized world.